2024 elections. My government will make smartphones affordable and accessible to everyone. This is Dr. Bawumia speaking here. Let me just quickly read that story for you. Now, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the flag bearer of the MPP, has pledged to enhance smartphone accessibility for Ghanaians if he becomes president. Now, addressing supporters at a campaign event in the northern region, Dr. Bawumia unveiled a plan to partner with mobile phone manufacturers to offer smartphones on a credit basis. Now, under this proposal, citizens will be able to acquire phones and pay for them in installments as low as 1 or 2 Ghana cedis per month. Now, Dr. Bawumia noted that this initiative aims to bridge the digital divide and improve connectivity across the country by making smartphones more accessible to the average Ghanaian. Now, and I quote, "We will make access to mobile phones affordable," Dr. Bawumia announced. "We plan to collaborate with phone manufacturers to set up a system where citizens can purchase phones on a credit plan. This means buyers would pay in small and manageable amounts, just 1 or 2 Ghana cedis, until the full cost is covered. Our goal is to ensure that that everyone has access to a smart device." Now, this Philemon, this sounds like a pretty impressive, idea.
Impressive.
Yeah,
Wow.
He says our goal is to ensure that everyone has access to a smart device. Is that not an impressive,
Well, that's an ambitious thing, but you see, the way to go about is what we are talking about. The vice president, we have always said he's a comical character. We have always said the vice president.
But when you say comical character, that's your vice president you're talking about.
Yes, that's the vice president of the Republic of Ghana who regrettably has presided.
You get to respond.
No, it's not about getting my response. These are not words that you have to allow.
No, it's okay. You continue.
You're talking about the vice president of the Republic. That is not a fair comment.
All right.
I can describe John Mahama in any.
Your turn will come.
Your turn will come.
I will interject everyone.
I don't care if you interject, but you don't have to do that.
But I'm not even getting an opportunity to talk. He's interjecting me. You are not holding him up.
Go ahead.
How do I talk when he's going back?
Go ahead.
The fact of the matter is that Alhaji Bawumia has been comical. He's presided over the worst economy in this country as leader of the economic management team. Are you happy about the state of this economy? See how bad the economy has become. And you say we shouldn't call him comical? This is a vice president who comes with a policy and says that if you want to buy a phone, you pay 1 cedi a month. If a phone costs 500 cedis and you are paying 1 cedi a month, that's 12 cedis a year. Do you know how many years it will take you to pay for that phone? It tells you the warped logic in this policy.
No, but
every policy proposal needs critique. Every policy proposal needs critique. That's why your policies fail. You promised 1 village, 1 dam without proper consultation, without proper thinking, and it failed. You said 1 district, 1 factory without proper thinking, proper consultation, it failed. You said planting for food and jobs part 1 and part 2, it failed. You said Agenda 111. You are building hospitals across the length and breadth of this country. When you do not have the resources, it is failing.
Okay,
so when we are attacking your policy, it is because you have a track record of incompetence. That your policies are empty, your policies are pathetic, and your policies are led by a comical man in the name of Alhaji Bawumia. That is the point we are making. And the Ghanaian people reject that kind of leadership. We are against that kind of leadership. We want proposals that offer and placate the plight of the Ghanaian people.
Just to put
not
it in,
empty ones like this one.
Just to put it in context, you mentioned 500 Ghana cedis per phone. So Bawumia targets
phones are not 500 cedis anyway.
Well, yeah, but
phones are.
Yes, but let me read what the Herald has here. Bawumia targets India's $12 US dollar per smartphone for Ghana, and that this is the. So it's not trying to get a phone that's worth, thousands of cedis.
I'm not sure what the Herald is reporting, but that is not what the vice president said. The video is there. So there is a video of what the vice president said, and that is not what the Herald said.
So first of all, the use of smartphone in our current dispensation is not a luxury anymore. It's a necessity, even for business people, especially. We are encouraging young people to go into their own businesses, and sometimes not just their own businesses, but also e-commerce. And when you are into e-commerce, you need a smart device to be able to do that. And of course, consistent with the philosophy and principle of the Vice President. He believes in technology. He believes in digitalization. And that is why, as a president, you will ensure that at least we make smartphones available to every Ghanaian. One, by introducing the credit card history or scoring system. That will allow the manufacturers or the retailers an opportunity to assess the risk of lending the mobile phones to you so that you can pay in installments. You see, when Philemon, you talk like this, you expose the poverty of your ideas and your appreciation and understanding of issues.
It doesn't rule out the fact that Alhaji
you
Bawumia is a comical character.
It doesn't matter.
You can attack me all you
want,
but Alhaji Bawumia is a comical character.
You
attack me all you want, but the fact of the matter is that your argument is empty, your logic is wax. Your leadership of this country has nothing but incompetence. Take that. Listen to the voice of the people of this country. That we are tired of your leadership. We are tired of corruption and nepotism. Corruption and nepotism.
You look at this system that he is proposing, that is practiced in the Western world.
Failed leadership.
Okay, somebody can buy this phone and be paying, say, $30 a month. Same person with a good credit can be paying like $15 or $10, depending on your credit history. So if you don't understand the idea and the logic behind it, please sit somewhere and let's discuss it.
We already know that yours is one of failure. Every
fortunately,
policy of yours
we have
has failed.
fourth generation coming into the system. We have 4G
won't take lies anymore. The people of Ghana are tired of lies.
With the consortium of the next gen infraco, that means that fourth generation will be accessible. Internet connectivity and the speed and broadband will be accessible, and the bandwidth will be accessible to every nook and cranny of this country. So it is important that we all have access to smartphones. Otherwise, what is the point in having 4G in your area if you are using YAM phone? So what the Vice President is proposing is innovative, it's bold. And that's why I keep saying that we need leaders with bold solutions into the future. Not this constant nagging, complaining, insult, disrespect. And you talk about arrogance. You talk about arrogance when you sit on national TV.
Your employers are complaining about how failed your leadership, and you say they are nagging. The people of Ghana
let him finish.
Talking about how failed your leader, you call it nagging?
Let him finish.
Oh, what arrogance.
Let him finish. Go ahead.
So, for me, clearly, again, if you have a policy that you say is the silver bullet to solving Ghana's problem, and that will mean that that policy is rearing lions and tigers and cougars and pumas and export them. That's how poverty your policy is. That's how empty your policy is. And that's not what Ghanaians are looking at. We are looking at both solutions into the future.
I want to read a portion of this because Philemon's asking, he doesn't know what the story from
Not that I don't know what it is. I'm saying that the Herald's report is not what the Vice President said. Well, we all heard what the Vice President said, and that's not what the Herald is reporting. Well, we heard the Vice President that if you want a smartphone in this country, you pay 1 cedi a month. How much is a phone? If a phone is 1,000 cedis and you have to pay 1 cedi a month,
but it's all 1,000
cedis. Take you to? That shows that the policy is failed. Not thinking behind the policy. That's the point.
So let me read this for you.
Zero idea of what he was talking about.
So let me read it for you. Now, to put things in context, now, access to smartphones is no longer a luxury but a necessity. It opens up opportunities for education, business, and staying connected with loved ones. By making smartphones affordable, we are not only enhancing connectivity but also fostering an environment where every Ghanaian can thrive in the digital age, he said. If implemented, this plan promises to greatly increase smartphone ownership across Ghana by removing the upfront cost barrier that prevents Ghanaians from purchasing devices. Currently, the average cost of a new smartphone is out of reach for most citizens living on modest incomes. Now, CNBC, an American business news channel owned by NBC Universal Group, reported that the world may be moving to super fast internet speeds on 5G or even 6G, but the masses in rural India are still stuck in the 2G era. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. All that could change with a new $12 phone from Reliance Jio this week. So, India is introducing these new phones, and
you know,
Dr. Bawumia is looking to do a partnership or have, enhance our relationship with them in order to be able to make this available also to the Ghanaian market. So the story is on page 8 of the Herald newspaper. You can grab that and read the details there. Let me say a big thank you to my guest this morning for joining me. I've been joined this morning by Fred from the, we have a message here. Let me just, okay, so Samson, I think Samson is a teacher. Samson says, we need our money, not the laptop again. Okay, so that's a message there from Samson. All right, so let me just say a big thank you to Fred Kofi Amayao. He's a member of the MPP National Communications team, as well as Philemon La. He's a lawyer and a member of the NDC Communications team as well. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming through.